Yes, I want to start the stream. Is it starting? I think it should be starting. Yes. Okay, I think my stream is starting. But why is it? Oh yeah, I forgot because Twitch does that thing where it lags for a second. But anyways, guys, happy Friday. Welcome to my little stream. Thanks so much for joining. I started like probably 15 seconds ago. So anyways, for those of you guys who have seen the stream before or my videos from like the past, I guess unboxing and stuff like that, welcome back. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for checking in and watching. And if you don't watch the whole thing or if you're just hopping in and out, thanks for hopping in. And thanks for, I guess, just clicking. But anyways, so happy Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. It's so crazy because like, I guess like it just slips my mind, but February is always such a short month, and so literally like next week it's like March. I'm like, oh my god. Where is all the time going? It's so funny because I guess like 2020 felt long in a sense, but 2021, not that it's any really different than 2020 because of everything that's going on, but I guess just feels like just that it's like happening quicker, or maybe it's just me, or I don't know. But anyways, happy to be here with you guys to do my, I think this is my 4th MunchPak unboxing, and I've been like fairly like happy with all the boxes that I've gotten. I think this is like the 4th one, and so like I was saying, I get it every month, once a month. All the snacks are pretty dope. They have like a mixture of like just like salty snacks and sweet snacks. It depends on the month. I remember one box I got did have a lot of like more chocolate and stuff like that, and the other box that I got last time was actually pretty dope because there was really cool stuff in it, or like MunchPak like exclusive stuff in it. But anyways, yeah, so let's get to the unboxing. It's like really fun to do because I kind of never know what I'm gonna get in the boxes, which is like really cool. And I feel like it's a fun thing if you had kids, or even not. You don't have to have a kid to do this. I don't have kids, and look at me, I'm just a grown-up big kid. But I feel like it's like super fun because it's like a surprise each kind of month. So it's like kind of cool when it gets like shipped because you don't know what's in it to your door and stuff like that. But anyways, here's the gist. Here's the box. If you guys have never seen it before, I got like the normal size box, and then the fun Tuda. I hope these are recyclable because I have been just recycling them, but the box is just like super cute and stuff like that. This is like a really cool pamphlet of just like kind of the snacks that you'll be getting, or the snacks that not you'll be getting, but that are actually in the box. And it's just like really, really cool because it tells you where it's like from, and then all the fun shindigs and stuff like that. And then it's really cool because it actually shows you, if you were to get like the different boxes that they offer, what additional snacks you would have gotten. So that's really cool because I'm just doing like the original box right now, but let's say if I wanted to upgrade to the family pack, which I think is bigger, I think it's like you know, just like more snacks and more choices, you would have seen that like, oh, like I would have gotten like this candy and all this fun stuff. So that's really cool. So you guys kind of know the drill if you guys have been watching, but if not, got my little box and my little drink of choice, Mountain Dew, because I feel like you can't go wrong with Mountain Dew, and Mountain Dew just complements everything, or maybe that's just me. But yeah, so let's begin. I usually like to do kind of like the salty and then finish with the sweet. It's just like my preference kind of thing, just because I like to finish with like things on a sweet note, because I feel like if I go back and forth from sweet and salty and stuff like that, or like dessert like kind of stuff, or candies, sometimes I'm just like, oh, my taste buds are like, I don't know, frazzled is the word to say, but I just prefer it a certain type of way, and this is my stream, so we're gonna do it that way. But anyways, yeah, so, oh ha, hey Benjamin, yeah, Dew is so good, do the Dew. But anyways, yeah, so I have all the lovely snacks, and I guess I'm just gonna sort it out by like salty to sweet. So I'm just gonna do that really quick, and then we can go from there. Oh, I actually, this box is pretty dope. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, so I guess it's a more like candy box this time. I only have like 2 savory stuff, which is this kettle cooked buffalo wing potato chips and this Frito thing. But this one seems like it's made in Michigan. It's called the Great Lakes. It's kettle cooked, which is really cool because it's actually cooked in the kettle. And usually I realize with like kettle cooked chips, they're usually like crunchier, which I am a total fan of because I love like crunchy thing. I don't know, food, like when it comes to like texture and food, that's like really important for me. And I really like to like chomp on like, I don't know, just like things with like lots of texture. Call me weird, but that's just like something that I realize that I really like. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna start with this and then I'll just move to the Fritos and then we'll do the sweet stuff. But yeah, buffalo wings, potato chip. I'm not gonna lie, I am a fan of buffalo wings, so, or buffalo flavored stuff, so I guess. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. I made that face, but I'm going for a second one. It's not even like hot. It's just so salty and like, oh my gosh. It's so salty and it's so like sour, like tangy. There's definitely a kick. I mean, I love sour stuff, but it literally kind of tastes like just like hot sauce was poured all over that chip, and it's like pretty salty. I feel like I can eat like pretty salty stuff, but that one was just like really, really salty. The chip isn't bad. I just feel like if they were like a little bit lighter hand with like the like buffalo flavored, it would have been better, which I mean is very rare for me to say because I'm always like the more flavor the better, just load it on. But it was like pretty salty and just like it just felt like just like Tabasco was just like powdered Tabasco was just like thrown on a chip, too much more so, and it's just like, yeah, very, very salty. Like sometimes I feel like lighter is better, like simple is better in the sense of like, you know, you don't have to be like super heavy handed because sometimes it takes away from the actual flavor. It's just like when you first eat it, it's just definitely like the first thing that comes across is just like I felt like it was getting punched by like a freaking salt block, and then it was just like the really like kind of like sour tang that hit the back of like my mouth. Yeah, interesting. Definitely, for sure. I don't know how I feel about that, but let's just put that to the side. Okay. And then, so next is the Fritos. So this one, it says, I think it's lemon, and so it's salt and lemon, I think, if you guys can see, which is really cool, because I actually really like Fritos. I know the ones that I usually get are just, like, plain old, like, salted Fritos. But these are from Mexico, and they're like salt and lemon, which is like, it sounds pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good because I just like Fritos to begin with, so guess we'll see. Yeah, no, wasn't good, Benjamin. Not at all. But yeah, so Mexican Fritos. These Fritos are like different. They're like super, like, I guess they're just like larger than like the normal Fritos that I'm used to seeing, but because like the chip is like the size of like my freaking like almost, well, not hand, but it's a big Frito. Guys, yeah, the chips, this box, are so, they're just so salty and sour. You know when you eat something sour or salty, right? You feel like if you've had something really salty, and then if you're going to another salty thing, it's gonna take a lot for you to even taste that saltiness, because that first thing that you ate was already salty. I guess like with like if you're eating sweet stuff, if you've eaten something like super super sweet, and then the next thing you go and eat, and if that like takes over the first like sweetness, it's like even more sweet. So like this is like even more sour. I don't know how, but I guess because it's like lime flavored or salt and lime flavored. See the little lime? It like definitely has a kick. I truthfully prefer it more than like the buffalo stuff, because the buffalo stuff was just like, it's not even that, like they added like a lot of salt. I could taste like onion powder or whatever. It's not bad. It's just sour. Like I feel like all the chips this week were sour, and I feel like with chips, the thing with chips and it being sour, it's usually like, I don't know, it's not something that I will lean towards, like the first thing that I would like pick or like choose, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people who like Takis, which are like kind of like little Doritos, but they're rolled up and they're usually like flavored in this like lime and chili blend, but I'm not a big fan of it. Sorry to those who are. But it's just like when I'm looking for a chip, or when I usually just snack, it's not like I'm gonna like go to like something that's like a lime flavored chip or a lime flavored like, you know, snack. I'm more kind of like on the side of like cheddar, sour cream and onion, just stuff that tend to be more like savory and just like salty in that sense. So maybe it's just my own personal preference, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's just not something that I would like pick, you know, firsthand. I mean, it's still better than nothing if I weren't to have anything at all, but you know. Okay, so I guess like that was the only two things that I had that were like salty. And so I guess I can do the sweets now, since it seems like everything else is pretty much sweet. So yeah, let's get to it. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm like debating if I should do chocolate then candy or candy then chocolate. I guess I'll do chocolate then candy, because I feel like sometimes chocolate can be very like mild, and like if I do like a sour candy, it might throw off like the way the chocolate taste feels. What am I saying? Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do that. Okay, chocolate. Oh my god, guys, I am so excited for this. Okay, so if you don't know, because how would you know, I am like a huge fan of Kitkat. And there's like, it's so crazy because like in different countries they have like different flavors of Kitkat and stuff like that. And so yeah, whenever I see Kitkat, I'm like, Kitkat is just so like good, because it's like the wafer kind of like cuts up the chocolate, because I'm not a big fan of like chocolate or like chocolate flavored stuff really, but it's like with a Kitkat, because you have like the wafer, I guess like the little crunch and the texture, going back to the texture, so I feel like it's not as boring sometimes as eating chocolate. I mean, chocolate is still good. I don't want to offend people that are eating chocolate out there, but I just love Kit Kat because of like the wafer. I guess if there's like something in chocolate, like cookies or crackers or something, it's like better, or I tend to like it more. Like I love Twix because like it has that like crunch or that cookie. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. So it's a gold Kit Kat. I don't know what that means, but it looks fancy. And so I feel like I'm gonna like it because of the packaging. But no, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's apparently a caramel Kit Kat, which is really cool because I've never seen that before. I've like had green tea Kit Kat, like milk chocolate, dark chocolate, all that fun stuff, but never really caramel. I wonder if the top is caramel or if the bottom. But let's see where it is made from. I think this one is made in Germany. Yeah, so fun fact, I learned this week that apparently Germany, the country, is like one of the top, or I think is the top country, like to eat like chocolate, which is like super surprising because I would have never guessed that. I would have thought it would be us in the US, but apparently not. But yeah, so it's really cool because you can actually see it. There's, I guess, the layer of like, or it's like a caramel flavored chocolate. So maybe like caramel white chocolate. And then it has like the milk chocolate or a dark chocolate, or not dark, milk chocolate. It's too light to be dark. On the bottom, which is like really cool. So, and it's like a full size. So I'm just going to break that. It smells really good, like caramel. It's really good. It's like pretty sweet, and I think because it's caramel flavored, but it's like really good, and it's almost like a caramel toffee like flavor. I'm getting the caramel, but I feel like it could also be like toffee, but it's really good. Yeah, but then I'm biased to Kitkat, so. Yeah, it's good. I guess they call it gold because like it has the caramel, so it's kind of like goldish. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely like on the sweeter side than I feel like regular Kit Kat. Okay. I guess next I'll do this. It's called a Prince Coco Jammies. Apparently it's a chocolate covered treat with real strawberry jam on the inside. That's cute. Prince Coco Jammies. But yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I should. The Japanese Kit Kat look fire. Yeah, but they're like so hard to get and stuff like that. But that would be so good because they have like really exclusive flavors. I remember they had like a creme brulee one time that I saw, and they apparently had this like limited edition like Kit Kat that was like I think made with like bourbon or whiskey or something, and it was like a limited, like I guess because you know how Japan is sometimes. I feel like they're like very like exclusive, or they just make like certain batches or limited like releases. But apparently they had like this like bourbon like malt whiskey Kit Kat, and I was like, oh my god, that looks like fire. But I don't know how I would even be able to. You know what's really interesting? I bet if somebody did a Kit Kat subscription box, I feel like that would do very well. So if anyone out there knows people who are connected to people who work at Kit Kat or something and stuff like that, that might be an idea to think about. But yeah, okay, Prince Coco Jammies. I'm sorry, I'm not excited to try this. But it has strawberry filling, which is okay, which is fine. You know, I like strawberry flavored stuff, so it feels like it's like a cookie bar or like a chocolate covered like candy bar. Yeah, it is. For some reason I thought it was going to be like a cake inside, but it's like strawberry jam. I mean, it's not bad. You definitely taste the strawberry jam. But, I mean, it's okay. Maybe it's me, but growing up, I didn't really have a lot of jam-filled stuff. I mean, like, unless it was, like, peanut butter and jelly, or, like, just jam on toast. I feel like I never really had jam anywhere else, so maybe this is just a little different for me, because it's, like, a candy bar, but then there's, like, jam. So, it's not bad. It's just maybe just like something that I'm not used to, and so like it's not something that I would like, you know, lean towards, or would be my first choice in picking. But it's not bad. I've definitely had worse, so I don't know if that's the best compliment. I've definitely had worse. But yeah, so it's not horrible. I didn't, you know, have to spit it out or anything. So apparently, I don't know if they have like some sort of like, I don't know, it's like collab with 7 Days, but this is like a brand that I've noticed that I've gotten a lot of snacks from. So it's really cool because this one's a cake bar with chocolate cream filling, lots of chocolate. I see today. Their stuff is usually not that bad. This is like product of Romania. Oh, sorry, shoot, I didn't even say what country that was from, the Prince bar. Sorry guys, I'm just all over the place today, but I probably should look in my handy dandy book, because I want to make sure everyone is represented equally. All the snacks are equally represented. Pakistan. Not bad, Pakistan. I see you. Okay, 7 days. This one is from, I should remember their brand because I've gotten it like so many times. I actually don't see it in the book. Oh, it is. Okay, so this one's from Bulgaria. So I guess 7 days, maybe like the company's in Bulgaria? Or I don't know, just like all of Europe. Ew! I mean, not really. Oh man. I guess it's just interesting because like when I opened the wrapper, the cake seemed to have like melted. Can you guys see? It like seems to have melted. And there's like, it was like wet. Like my finger is wet because like the cake I guess is just that moist or like kind of evaporated when it was being shipped here. So there's like all this moisture on the packaging. We're off to a great start, guys. I'm like trying to grab like the smallest piece possibly. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, it's not that bad. I was just kind of like freaked out because of the whole condensation and just moisture on the bag. But it's not bad. It tastes like a kind of like a brownie texture. Not as sweet and not as chocolatey. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad because it's not like sickeningly sweet. And for it to be a cake in that package, it's actually like pretty like still moist. Because I know with like a lot of cakes and stuff like that, they tend to dry out once they've been like put in their little wrapper. So it's actually not bad. It was like worse. I thought it was gonna be worse than it actually is. So sorry, 7 days. Okay. I guess I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do my candies. And then we can do the belts. I guess I'll do that, and then that. Okay, so this one is from the Netherlands. It's a stroop waffle. Yeah. Yeah, no, then okay. But yeah. So I'm trying to see, okay. I've had stroop waffles before, and they're like 2 cookies in between like caramel and stuff like that. Not in between, well, caramel's in between them. But usually you put it over a cup of coffee to warm it up and stuff like that. And it's usually pretty good, but I guess just to soften up the cookie, you put it over like a cup of coffee and stuff like that, so it's like really, really good. But yeah. Okay, here's a little cookie. I've had it before and I'm usually a fan. I just never had this brand. But it's really decent. It's what you would like expect from a stroop waffle. It's like caramel. It's like 2 thin, like really thin wafers that are kind of like cinnamony, and then like thin caramel in between. But it's like, it's pretty straightforward. It is what it is. Okay, so let's do. Okay, I have this strawberry flavored snack, which is pretty cool. It is from, let's see. It is from Israel. So usually I am a fan of strawberry flavored stuff, so I think this won't be half as bad, just because I feel like strawberry is like something that I grew up like around, or like not around, but like a lot of strawberry flavored stuff. It's like what it would be my safe choice. I don't know if it's like weird or not, but I actually really like strawberry like milk. And as a kid growing up, like if there was a choice between like regular like skim milk or whole milk or whatever milk, chocolate milk and strawberry milk, I would always get strawberry milk. I don't know why. I am just like a pretty big strawberry milk fan. It's very odd because now that I think about it, I feel like you can't really get strawberry milk at grocery stores, like other than chocolate and regular milk. And of course, like plant-based milk, there isn't strawberry flavored milk, or maybe nothing that I've seen. But now that I thought about it, I kind of want it because it's kind of like nostalgic growing up. But yeah, these are pretty cool. They look truthfully kind of like Cocoa Puffs. But I guess they're strawberry flavored, so I feel like it's like really interesting because I wonder if I could actually eat it as a cereal, as opposed to a snack. But yeah, so it pretty much looks like Cocoa Puffs or Kix, but it's like strawberry flavored. So yeah, here we go. Cheers, guys. You know what it tastes like? It literally tastes like, I kid you not, I guess this makes sense. It tastes like Cap'n Crunch berries. Like literally Cap'n Crunch, but just like the round ones. And like they recently came out with, or not recently, but a while ago, they came out with Cap'n Crunch berries, which was just like all the little round ones, I guess, but like different berry flavored. So like blackberry, blueberry, strawberry, which I guess makes sense, but literally that's what this tastes like. It kind of tastes like maybe like not as like berry as the Cap'n Crunch berry, but it's just like very like similar to that. But I feel like I'm just gonna eat it as like a cereal. I feel like you could. I mean, if not, you could just eat it like that. It's good. It's like really like crunchy and light, not super dense. It's really cool because apparently it's like vegan, no preservatives, and no artificial coloring. So I guess like these colors are derived from like beet or like, you know, natural found stuff, which is like really dope because, you know, the man-made like coloring and food coloring usually tend not to be the best. Oh my god. Okay, no. So okay. Now I just have 3 candies left, guys. And then we're gonna go from there, and then that'll be it. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do sweet, and then I'm gonna do sour last, because usually with candy, like, sour stuff can just, like, I don't know, make me not really taste anything after, or just, like, fry out my taste buds. But okay, so I guess I'll do these. They're Maynards. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but they're Swedish berries. They're products of Canada, which is interesting. I don't know if if it's actually like based, like if this like company is Canadian or if it's just like made from Canada. But it's a gummy or a Swedish berry. So I guess like kind of like Swedish fish, but not whatever fish, well, whatever the Swedish fish are flavored, but they're berry flavored. I feel like they kind of are because like the texture is a little bit harder. I am a huge fan of gummies. It's not as soft as gummies, but that one is. Oh yeah, my bunnies are trying to get at it. I put the chocolate cake down, and like Milo was literally trying to eat a piece of it. I don't know why. I'm like, this is not vegetable flavored at all. But yeah, they're just going crazy in the background because they hear like I give them cranberry treats. So I guess like the little like bag sounds like the cranberry bag. So they think that I'm about to give them cranberries, but I'm not. So that's why they're going like kind of crazy in the background because they go crazy for cranberries. But yeah, okay, these Swedish berries. Cute. If you like Swedish fish, you'll love this. I love Swedish fish. It literally tastes just like Swedish fish. If I had closed my eyes and had eaten this, I would have thought it was Swedish fish. I'm not really getting the berry. Maybe the berry's kind of subtle. But it literally tastes like Swedish fish. It has the same characteristic. It's like sticking to my teeth like Swedish fish does. Because like, I don't know if you know this, but Swedish fish actually has like wax in it. Canuba wax. I don't know what that is. It's kind of scary. But it doesn't stop me from eating the Swedish fish. But it like sticks kind of like to your teeth. Kind of like taffy does. But I love it. There's something about it. Yeah. It's really good. It's still stuck on the back of my teeth. But will I eat it again? You bet your ass I will. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. I'll get that later. Okay. Yeah, that was actually really, really good, surprisingly. Just like Swedish fish. Okay. Next, I have this. It's called Dip Dap Softies. Dip Dap Softies. So stoked, guys. Dip Dab Salties. It's made in the UK. So apparently it's strawberry and lemon flavored candy. I don't know how I feel about the lemon part, because the last time I had something lemon flavored or a lemon flavored candy, it was just not the best, but we shall see. It looks like a little sucker. It actually smells really good, but it smells like strawberry, so. It's sour. It's sour on the outside. You know what, guys? I think I've come to the realization that I don't think I like any kind of like lemon flavored candy. There's something about it when it's like lemon flavored. It's not really lemon. Like, it's not even like close to being lemon flavored. Or maybe it's just me. Like, I feel like usually when things are kind of strawberry flavored, not that it really tastes like strawberry, but it's at least similar enough where you're like, okay, that can like get by. Or like banana flavored stuff, or like kind of like blueberry flavored stuff, cherry flavored stuff. But when it comes to lemon, there's something about it. I don't know if there's like a floral like essence or aspect, or because I'm not a big fan of like floral like candies like lavender or rose and stuff like that, because I feel like I'm eating like potpourri or just like soap is in my mouth. But with lemon, there's almost like a floral aspect, and I feel like the artificially flavored lemon doesn't really taste like lemon, and it almost tastes like kind of like soapy and just very like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like eating like a candle. I don't want to spit it out because I feel like that wouldn't be nice, but the texture isn't bad. It's just that lemon flavored aspect. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the past lemon flavored candy that I did too, I wasn't a fan of. But yeah, it's just like the whole combo, and it's like not really like a gummy. It's more like, it's like chewy, but it breaks apart. Yeah, there's like an odd thing going on, but gosh, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I feel like it's actually tasting, it tastes kind of like plasticky. But it's okay, thankfully I have Mountain Dew, so I'm just going to chase it all down with Mountain Dew. Oh. You know it's something when literally after me drinking that Mountain Dew, I can't even taste the Mountain Dew. I still just taste that lemon. Okay, so last but not least, I kind of saved like my favorite for last, or favorite candy for last. It's sour, so that's why I saved it for the last two. But it's basically this sour belt, but it's like a green apple sour belt. I would say probably my top 3 flavors for like candy in general, if we're not talking about chocolate and stuff like that, would probably be sour apple, not in any particular order, but sour apple. I usually can do strawberry. I feel like strawberry flavored any kind of candy is usually pretty good, pretty decent at least, or nothing like super weird or off, you know. And then blueberry, blue raspberry. I don't know what blue is, but usually if the candy is colored blue, I am fine with it, or would prefer that over anything else. I think blue can be like blueberry, blue raspberry, excuse me. But yeah, blue is usually like pretty good, so I just call it blue, because blue could be like anything, but usually I feel like it's not bad, or it's like pretty decent. So this reminds me of, I think, was it Airheads? I remember as a kid, you would get something like this. Was it Airheads or something? In my my snack pack Lunchables. I don't know if Lunchables was ever a thing, but I remember getting Lunchables as a kid and thinking that it was like the best thing ever. It was like this teeny tiny box and had like 4 crackers and 3 slices of ham and always like 2 slices of cheese. And I could never understand why, but the numbers never matched. I guess because you were supposed to make like little sandwiches, so of course they would give you more crackers than like ham or cheese and stuff like that. And so I remember thinking that it used to be like the bomb, even though it was like pretty expensive for what you got, because it was not a healthy like lunch at all. But then I guess whatever I was eating wasn't really a healthy lunch anyways. But yeah, they would give this like as the kind of dessert or something, or like something like this. Or maybe I'm just thinking about fruit roll-ups. No, not fruit roll-ups. There was another one that literally was in the same shape that was like fruit roll-ups, but not. Was it fruit roll-ups? Because fruit roll-ups are like the ones on the rolls that I remember sometimes would have stickers that you could like tattoo your tongue, because that's such a great like influence for kids that are like 8, you know, to fake tattoo your tongue and like set that little seed in their brain. But it was like, I think it was, fruit roll-ups did do something like that. I don't remember, but I think guys. But yeah. Yeah, okay, sorry guys. Yes, fruit by the foot. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. It was. I don't know if they still sell that now, but yeah. Yeah, hey, Frosty on Fire, yeah. Yeah, I see you, Brian. Yes, I got it. But yeah. Hey, from Germany. If you saw, I was doing a German review on the chocolate. I think it was the Kitkat. Don't quote me on that, but it was really good. But yeah, okay, so Sour Belts green apple flavored. This is from, oh my god, it's from Thailand. That's cool. I think this is the only like Asian snack I got this time, which is fine. But it kind of reminds me of like, okay, I'm going to tear off a piece. It smells like pretty good. Yeah, it literally looks like fruit by the foot. Thanks. It's really good. It's not super sour. Truthfully, the lemon strawberry thing was more sour than this. It's really good. It's really familiar. I feel like a lot of the stuff I got, other than the chips and the lemon strawberry stuff this time, was very like, more like a different like version of things that I've had before. But the green apple flavored belt is actually really good. I think Airheads does a belt now too. That kind of reminds me of it. But Yeah. It's very interesting because it's like from Thailand. And I would have never thought that, like, you know, they would have made something like that. But, yeah. It's called Zazzers. It's funny because it says it's green apple flavored. I don't know if it's like because it's like pink and it's like throwing me off, but I feel like it's more like a strawberry like lemonade than green apple. But it's still pretty good. Like, I feel like the flavoring isn't something that I'm like going to be like, oh my god, it's like gross, I can't eat it. But yeah, fun stuff. But okay guys, yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not, please subscribe, or if you don't want to, that's fine too. I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so sorry. I know this like unboxing was kind of like everywhere because like my attention has been kind of like just like everywhere today. But thanks so much for joining me. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my stream. Hopefully I will do another one, not this upcoming Friday, but the next. So hopefully just having it more consistent. And then maybe I was thinking I might just do like a shopping haul stream. I don't know how that will go, but maybe doing something like that. Or I was thinking about maybe just playing like some basic game. Shout out to Benjamin and Brian. But I was thinking about Stardew Valley. So hopefully that comes to play, and hopefully I do stream that and I don't suck and it goes pretty well. But yeah guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I guess I will see you guys next time. Until then, bye.